As 2016 comes to an end, we're asking ourselves, how do we put an end to these ambush killings of police, up 250% this year alone? 2016 also saw the year we saw massive protests after some highly publicized police shootings. Let's go right now to Detroit Police Chief James Craig on what needs to be done to protect those who protect us. Sad to be having this conversation, yet this is the state we're in now. Police Chief Craig, what do you advise here? I mean, where do you start? Where to begin? How does this change?
Well, first of all, we have to be leaders. I mean, as far as being the police chief, we have to give unwavering support to our men and women who put their lives on the line each and every day. But as much as important for us to stand up and be heard by our troops, certainly those who are in elected leader positions, recently I've had to be very critical of some decisions by judges. We're in this criminal justice family together, and while judges interpret the law, recently we had a situation where there was a threat to kill all police officers and a threat to kill me, and the decision was a judge to not move forward and file charges. Now, we argue that that was the wrong decision, but more important than that, what decision that decision do in terms of empowering those who want to attack police officers? It's an incentive.
It's challenging on both sides, but it seems as though now our law enforcement, you all have a target right on your back in a way that previously just wouldn't have existed. And is that in part, or is that because of Black Lives Matter and the tension and the anger that this group has caused in such a way that it's now okay to go after a police officer in ways that wouldn't have happened before?
I say absolutely yes. I mean, in part, some in Black Lives Matter movement have spewed the anti-police rhetoric, but also the false narrative. And let's talk about the false narrative. You know, the media plays a role in this because they're not asking the right questions. When, I guess, a colleague of yours on a show some months ago was doing a forum, and a Black Lives Matter person said, well, a black man is killed by police every 28 hours. That is patently false. That's not true. And when is someone going to challenge the false narrative? And let's talk about the facts. That's what's driving what we hear going on across America today.
Yeah, false narrative, we hear it on many different venues, and specifically when it comes to how black individuals are targeted by police. In fact, I think there was a Harvard professor that did a study on this. He anticipated that that was exactly what he was going to find. He thought that the finding would be that African Americans were unfairly targeted and it resulted in greater deaths. He found exactly the opposite, so that, again, there's no truth to that narrative, but somehow it's out there. You say the media is responsible. What about the communities themselves? Are they also helping to perpetuate this?
And let me just say, here in Detroit, we're fortunate. We certainly have a community that supports us. I'm talking the national landscape. Where are the elected leaders, whether it's local, whether it's state, whether it's at the highest office levels, denouncing these false narratives, this anti-police rhetoric? Our police officers want to feel supported. And when you talk about Black Lives Matter, no person knows better than our American police officer who works in a lot of our impoverished areas where crime is high. They care, they serve, they put their lives on the line each and every night. I see it here in Detroit. So you want to talk about Black Lives Matter, to every police officer, whether that police officer is black, white, female, male, brown, they're going into those communities, putting their lives on the line each and every night. So yes, all lives matter, Black Lives Matter, and what better way to show it than to go into those high crime areas? And let's face it, when you talk about the uptick in ambush on police officers, you know, what's feeding that? What's fueling it? I tell you, we've had some, this has been a tough year in Detroit. 3 officers killed in the line of duty in the recent months. During that same period, 2 separate ambushes on police officers. What you don't hear is those ambushes that don't result in a fatality. It's staggering, I would tell you.
No, you guys are up against it, and we appreciate everything you do to keep us safe. Chief Craig, thank you.
Thank you so much.